Can you feel it, my friends? The crushing weight of another 48 hours of Deathwave just running the meta. Well, the Collapsed Mine is the latest featured location in the Savage Land motif of just letting destruction decks run rampant. This time, spitting out rocks to both players' side that have a natural destruction trigger. Fill this location with rocks, skip a turn to destroy your rocks. Clear the way or let them stay. Now, destruction is not the only archetype that is going to be able to thrive. We're going to talk about the best cards to potentially include in your lists and then showcase some of the decks that I think are going to be able to thrive, be able to climb with this as the featured location. Let's break it down. First up, the bear mentioning is Patriot. He's going to be able to buff the rocks on your side of the board. The only problem here is that you're going to have to make sure that you never pass so that you're not automatically destroying your own rocks. And you have to ask yourself, are the buffs that you're putting onto the rocks going to actually be able to be enough to surmount what the opponent is playing against you? It is a very high efficiency play, but then you're also trying to live in a meta that's just going to be dominated by Killmonger. So then it brings you into a spot of maybe you're bringing in armor and just playing armor blind to unrevealed locations to try and keep your rocks to the board. It's a little tenuous, but I think it could be a lot of fun to be able to play around with. Next up, and absolutely the man of the hour, is Killmonger. 3/3 on reveal. Destroy all 1-cost cards. This just sweeps all of the rocks out from under the rug. You don't have to worry about passing a turn. So Killmonger is going to be amazing, generating a ton of kills here to both sides of the board, opening up that space for you to be able to play with. And of course, the idea is this is going to be run in conjunction with, if we can pull her up, the Lady Death herself. Somehow feeding on the souls of the stones, discounting herself. If all of those 8 rocks are destroyed, then there's only a 1-cost death, and that's not counting any other destructions happening during the game. It opens up the option to play very greedy destruction list with Moon Girl to be able to duplicate death and then just vomit all this power to the board on the final turn. There can be some crazy shenanigans available with her. Now, if a location is going to incentivize passing, then you have to also look at the Infinite, which can only be played if you pass on the previous turn, so a pass on turn 5 to be able to open that up. Also in conjunction with She-Hulk, making herself cheaper, and then of course the Trinity is completed if we jump all the way back to the beginning in the Sunspot. Having him established to be able to still get use of that energy that you are passing on is going to be very nice indeed. We got a beautiful one with the Aurora Borealis here. At the end of each turn, gain +1 power for each unspent energy. If you are setting up magic, then you do a full pass. You can actually play the She-Hulk for free in conjunction with the Infinite, and if you had previously on turn, well, it can get a little bit shaky, but there's options to be able to bring in Shuri as well to get a doubling effect off of a pass and then a very high efficiency energy play. There's a very fun list there. To cap off our discussion on what the meta is going to look like with this as the featured location, if Deathwave is going to be everywhere, then Leech and Leader are back, baby. Oh, you thought their ugly mugs, green faces were gone for good? Nope. They are going to thrive off of canceling out all of the deaths, setting them back to the unplayable 9-cost power, so that effectively rounds out the meta. You're going to have the decks that are driving the meta in the destruction, which is what we're going to cover first, and then you're going to have counters to Deathwave that I think are going to be the most popular. This brings us to our first and very eloquently named Collapsed Mine Scum list. It's a super greedy Deathwave list. I love any excuse to bring out that Deadpool, and I'm using this location as that excuse. There's a lot of tinker room here as to what kind of destruction list you would want to bring in. I think the She-Hulk is a no-brainer, and she's already wormed her way into the destruction list because she synergizes so beautifully with both Wave, and then Death is already also synergizing with the Wave and the cornerstone of the entire list. Moon Girl is the greedy side, duplicating She-Hulks, duplicating Deaths, duplicating Deadpool, duplicating demons out of the hood. There's so many different potential targets. It's actually crazy how great Moon Girl fits into the list. We also have the Zola here. He's a bit of a flex slot. I love the idea of being able to get him in conjunction with the Venom to consume multiple locations and then distribute additional power. He could also spread out the love of Death or She-Hulk. Overall, the list has a lot of flexibility and different lines of play to take based on what you've drawn and what kind of game state you find yourself in. Diving in here to be able to get our showcase, we've got our list up above and would love to hear what kind of deck tech you guys have been finding success with for the location down in the comments below. Love chatting everything deck building down there. I don't think this location is as meta warping as, say, the Altar of Death or the Rickety Bridge was. So if you're running a list that was good before, it will still be good. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Luke's Bar. Is there merit to this? I mean, bouncing the hood to just create a myriad of demons sounds amazing. Let's do it. Without a prime target for Forge to already be looking ahead to, I think that the hood bounce is a good idea. Hell's Kitchen. This gives me my Deadpool. Thank you. Still no destructions, which is pretty annoying. Yeah. I've just something came to my mind of like playing Forge and then Deadpool, because the Deadpool would get the buff from the Forge and then return to hand, and I could just keep on going, but my hand will be too full. I won't draw new cards. That is the downside. I feel like something has to get drawn that's going to be able to let me destroy this sucker, so we'll give it a go. We'll set him up next to the Bucky who wants to die anyway. Alright, Deadpool up to 3. Hold on. The opponent was like, I'll do your trick, Teddy, but no. If there's not enough cards in hand, then the hood will not be returned. We caught the opponent on that one. That is so funny. Now they're stuck with -2 at Luke's bar. I love it. I love it. Deadpool is coming back. Another demon is coming to hand. I feel like we're in a great spot here. Of course, if they're running the hood, they probably run Killmonger, so maybe they don't particularly mind. But I'll put the squeeze on them anyway. With just being able to create more demons by paying 1 energy with the hood, I don't know if I really want a Moon Girl here. We could Moon Girl. We could also just like try and get a cheap demon out there, and then let the She-Hulk discount herself. We got that demon. They're going with their She-Hulk, of course. So we're both lists that are teched for the featured location. We just didn't find the featured location. We found each other instead. Let's go Deadpool, demon, and then, okay, yep, hood. She-Hulk will be auguring in. She will be a 4, and then the demon can play alongside for a 16-point final turn. That's a really good final turn. Better than a 3 on the She-Hulk, and then obviously I'm not trying to play Killmonger. If they play Killmonger, whoa, it's going to be hell to pay. And we'll be the ones paying it. Do you have something that's now gonna like destroy the hood here at Luke's bar? I would kind of love that if they played Carnage. Now they play the Moon Girl. And then Moon Girl sticks, which gives them the plus. Oh, Moon Girl sticks. Hold on. I was explaining it as though I understood the interaction, but clearly I wasn't really thinking it through. Moon Girl will just stick because she'll spread out the hand and then she won't have any place to go. So do you have Killmonger? This is the question burning in my mind. They have it in the deck. You know that's for sure. Do you have it in hand? I got 4 cards in deck left. It's actually lower odds that they were able to draw. Oh, no. Is it a bluff? People don't bluff on ladder. People don't bluff on ladder. For 8 cubes? For 8 cubes? No. I call. And I'm a fool. No. Oh, no. And then they wave, so they'll win on margin of victory here. Or wait. No, we got him. Oh, man. All our power was in the 1-drops. What a game. What a game. More interesting interactions around Luke's bar than the featured location, but that's what we came here for. Next round. Ooh, Titan. Opens up a very interesting possibility with the Zola, the Venom, the Deadpool. We'll see how big we can make Deadpool here. Maria. Cramps our style, but maybe not too much. But then again, maybe yes, a lot? Oh, I got the collapsed mine. Okay. Hang on. I want to forge. And only forge? The collapsed mine actually slows us back. I guess I Killmonger to be able to... Yeah, we Killmonger to be able to clear. We've got a path forward. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to use Zola by the 5. Deadpool is going to go up here. And then get destroyed by Killmonger. Hang on, hang on. He does get destroyed by the Killmonger. We have Free Death. We have Zola. I think what it's going to end up being is we're not actually going to take advantage of the Titan cost reduction. It might play into being able to play Deadpool simultaneously with the Zola. Do I want to snap? I'm worried that a snap would actually push the opponent away from me being able to finish this combo, and I'm still feeling out what it's going to look like. Ooh, get the Hela immediately. That's some pretty nice points, my opponent. Some pretty nice points indeed. We've got the Moon Girl to be able to duplicate our toys. Duplicate our toys. I don't think I care. I think I Death. And then I Venom. Just in time for Zola on this 21-point Venom. And then a 16-point Deadpool that's a point and click alongside. Yeah. Okay, so this is where I would snap if I was really focused on the climb, but I'm focused on finishing out the rest of the game, and I'm worried that the snap's gonna push the opponent away. Maybe not. I mean, they clearly have excellent handle on the game at this point with Dracula, Infinite, Death, Hela, Lockjaw, Stack, and still 2 cards in hand to be able to play whatever they want. But are you gonna be able to overcome this? My Deadpool, man, if we'd been able to get the Deadpool pinged by the Zola, the retreat anyway. It's really good. We would have been able to kick the Venom over. That would have given us the win at Titan, and I don't see any way that they were winning Lemuria unless they had some kind of control. Yeah, it was all locked up. Before we dive into our second list that I'm recommending using to be able to climb alongside the collapsed mine, if you guys enjoy this style of deck guide, then show some love to the video. That really does help promote it out to the rest of the Snap community. Now let's look at what we have here. Titling this one Full Pass. So we're really looking on the synergy of passing to open up. We're incentivized to pass to open up our location, and then we're bringing everything that enjoys passing. So we have the Sunspot, the She-Hulk, the Infinite. We're running the Zabu here as well to be able to get discounts on Dracula, Jubilee, Shuri, Moon Girl. We have the Magic for the really scummy way of playing, setting up Magic on 5 and then Full Pass on 6 so that you combo She-Hulk and Infinite simultaneously. Ooh, it gets crazy. The Death is here. She could be 1 cost based on the featured location showing up. She could get cheated from the deck through the Jubilee. She could get ultimately consumed by the Dracula. So she's not completely unplayable if the featured location doesn't come up because of the Dracula and the Jubilee, but she is a little tenuous. She's here because of the featured location. Otherwise, what I enjoy playing here is actually cutting the Death, and then what else had I cut? I believe I had cut the Dracula, and then was running Typhoid Mary and Luke Cage instead of the armor for a alternate version that's a little bit more consistent, but not as tuned toward the high roll of the featured location. Jumping in here, we have Exa Mansion. We will avoid that for now, waiting to see what's going to pop up. Instead of the Sunspot, he could be in a lane just stacked with rocks now. Mojo World. I think we need to armor that up, expecting that the opponent has a very high likelihood of trying to run Killmonger right now. Nova. Wow, beautiful. We caught their Nova and our Sunspot in the protective shield. We don't want anybody getting hurt. Now I'm going to draw from them. Cosmo, okay. Zabu, you have no 4-cost cards in hand. I could Magic the Weird World to kind of put an end to this insanity. I guess I'll Cosmo Mojo World. Cosmo the Mojo World. The Polaris. Yoinks my Sunspot. Oh, now we could die. Okay. Never mind. Double armor on the Sunspot. It's beautiful. They get an Angel, so we come out ahead on that exchange. Corp. I think I Zabu. Zabumafu. Crab Brothers or Zabumafu? Deep questions, guys. Deep questions. Let me know in the comments. He had it. Oh man, that double armor. Okay. Give me my deck back, please. I get your Brood, which breaks the back of your Surfer, but then... Oh! Why? I could have helped us. Didn't you want to pilot your own deck as well? You don't have any 4 costs, and I'm sitting here with a Zabu. Right. I got Lizard. I don't know. This game has been funny. I'll give it that. Has it been good? No, not for us. I will. Lizard. Did I Scorpion? The Cosmo's blocking that. I Scorpion over here. The Sunspot could continue to scale as a little bit of a surprise factor, but not great. It really isn't. We're ahead at Mojo World. How many cards do you have? Now, giving them our list when they don't have... Well, if they got the She-Hulk, they're going to be happy. That's what they're setting up now. No Surfer. Why no Surfer? If I Brood, it's not terrible because I'm going to be ahead at Weird World, I'm ahead at Mojo World, and we'll get the go-ahead at Limbo as well with the +4 onto the Sunspot here. It's not great. They haven't snapped. We'll see it happen. Man, this has been a terrible game. Why did you have to arrow my magic? I wanted some of my own cards. If they have the Surfer, it's pretty bad for us. They buffed the Killmonger and the Polaris. I guess that's all, right? Maybe it's not so bad. Yep, 20-point She-Hulk. There's the Surfer that we had been denied. Never mind, we win! Mojo World! +100. Machine World. Interesting. There's the Collapsed Mine, finally. Well, we're getting all of these destroyed. Without anything set up on board that wants to pass, but that's fine. Pickaxe for me, no pickaxe for you. I assume you're gonna try and pass some other time. Baxter building, very important. Very important. Do I want to wave or do I just set Sunspot? If I wave, it gives me access to magic early. The opponent's just passing. There goes all their rocks. So, do I want to magic Machine World or Baxter Building? I think that we're set up to be able to win Baxter Building. With our huge towers of these different specific cards. No, Leech. I hate you. Why are you like this? Okay, it's fine, it's fine. We got death. So I can... This is just for points. I guess I'll play the 2-3 to the Baxter Building. And then I play the Sunspot as well. Do I play death now? I mean, I could. Leech. Scorpion. Are you running Shang-Chi? Maybe. But you're also running Leader, assuredly. But you can't play Leader yet, so that means you can't Leader away my death. So I think that I want to set it up early. Vision. Gives them a little bit of flexibility. Ugh. Tyrion Dracula, so... Infinite, though? Okay. If you Shang-Chi now, I have yet another. Zenith. Mr. No Fun. I say that Leech is a good idea, guys. Leech is good. They do have Shang-Chi. And then they have Lizard. Man, aren't you disappointed? Did you Shang-Chi'd early? She-Hulk on mid? Sure, She-Hulk on mid. Now he's got the cogs turning. Why is my opponent staying in the game? I don't know, you tell me. He could Leader here. He doesn't. Incredible news. Armor. Max, you only have a little bit. Sunspot didn't move the vision. Oh, so spicy. Pushing through the adversity of both the Leech and the Shang-Chi, this deck. This deck has got it. So here is the deck list in all of its glory. Both of these lists, so much fun. Hopefully they help you guys on your climb up with this new featured location and the ranked environment that it is going to create. You can subscribe to the channel to be able to see more videos from me. I've got a Discord link down in the description as well if you want to find a community to help you find matches once battle mode gets released. And then we also go live streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, both YouTube and Twitch. Hope to see you guys out there. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.